In this video, we're going to explore Corner's Repeat tool. And you can see I have a design up here on the screen. And if you're wondering where I got it right here from the custom shapes in the easy art section. And all I did was load it and convert it to a run stitch. And that's kind of how this easy art works. I got to find it here. It's located somewhere here. It should be right around here, right here, SEO22. That's the one I loaded in here and just, like I said, converted it right to a run stitch. So the Corner Repeat tool is located up here at the top. You can see it has a little icon that kind of shows you, kind of four corners here. And the first thing I need to do is select the design. And now that I have it selected, and I just came over here to the color sequence to do that, I can click on Corners Repeat and it's going to load it into this preview window. And there's a couple things that we can do. We can change the horizontal distance, vertical distance, and the angles. And it does have an auto resequence by color, which is really handy if it has multiple colors in the design, because it will group all of the same colors together when it loads it so that you don't have a bunch of color sequences in the design. It's a really nice little feature. You can see the preview right here. It does show me the output size at 7.12 inches by 5.04 inches. If you don't see it in inches right here, that means that your ruler across the top of your design page is set into millimeters. And all you need to do to fix that is to close that, right click, and go to inches. Right clicking right on the ruler. Make sure you're in inches so that you it makes it just easier to know how big of a design you're making this. So let's take a look at what we can do. I'll just tell you the thing that I typically do with Corners Repeat is I like to play with the angle first. All I do is come up to this angle and I left click and hold on the up arrow and I just watch the design rotate. So you can see here I just let it go, just left clicking and holding, and I can do one click at a time, and that's a pretty easy way to do it too. But you can just see that it's just rotating this design, and it just allows me to see what it can do. So you can see how it's now coming back closer together. I might want it to be about right here, and then I can put something in the middle, or I can just keep going and just see what happens here. So this would be the other options there, and like I said, you just kind of play around with it and just watch it go. And it looks like if I'm going to do more of a squared look, I'm going to be somewhere in here. Now the other thing you can do is you can add horizontal distance. You can see that right here. So I can make it further apart, and I can do the same thing for vertical. So I can space them out. If I needed to have that space, I can do that. And that's the angle, sorry. But you can see that if I do change the angles, now it's going to be a little bit different. There's going to be space kept between them. So just something that you'll want to be aware of. But that's really what's involved with this Corners Repeat tool. It's pretty easy to work with. The only other option is to auto resequence by color, which is by default. Like I explained what that was. And you can just play around with it. That's what I do is I just work with that angle and I just click and hold it, and then or just do it one at a time when I get it close to where I want. And then all you have to do is hit OK, and it's going to bring that design in, and it's going to have them in the position that you wanted them. And it will not be coming in all grouped together. So that's just something to keep in mind. You can see that I can select the individual one, but I could select everything. I'm using the select tool, selecting everything, and I can hit this group. And now I don't have to worry if I'm adding like a monogram or something like that in here, or a design, that when I select one, it's going to select them all, so it can keep it all proportional. But that's how you use the Corner Repeat tool. Play around with it. It's a lot of fun, and we'll see you in the next video.